My guys, don't disrespect the work. Genuinely. See, what is it that we notice? You guys know armchair quarterbacks. People who are at home and are always talking about the game or how they would play or how they would throw the ball and do all of these things. Or, oh, I would run the country like this. Or, oh, I would make this change. Or, oh, if I started to do that, I would have it done by this time. And see, the thing with that is, guys, I put myself in that position too. It's just when we do that, we're disrespecting the work. We're disrespecting what it is that we need to do to even be at these positions, to even do those things. We're completely disregarding it all. We're saying, okay, we're superior than them, so we would be able to get it done. And then we say, well, if we're Christians, Catholics, and believers in Christ, then we understand that that's wrong of us to say that we're superior than someone else. See, we know that we're all the same. And we understand the amount of work that it genuinely takes to get anything done. And there's a humility to that, to understanding that. If, for example, you create content, there's a humility in knowing, hey, I may do all of this work, and in some cases, God may, let's say, leapfrog my success, or he may have it prolonged for decades or longer. Because for me to say that I'm better than someone else because, oh, look at my success in an area compared to theirs, I'm being a bit arrogant. Because if we're both doing work and God says, no, this person's time is later and yours is now, who am I to say, oh, I'm better than you, look at all that I've done and all of these things, but what did I do to make that happen? Nothing. See, I'm not God. None of us are. We're only humans. And we all need to put in work. That's why, guys, this was always something that was difficult for me to comprehend. And I grew up right in my own little section, an only child for various parts of my life. And I would sit here and say, okay, these people are saying, hey, I want to have this business. I want to be this successful in this area of my life. And I always say, okay, I believe that you certainly can. It's just they would start until they're in for a month. If they even get to a month and they give up and they say, oh, these things are occurring in my life and I'm not able to do it now. And of course, I love them as family, as people. It's just, what do you expect? You can have anything that you wish to have. God will grant you that blessing. The thing is, you need to do the work to even receive it. Because God's going to give you the blessing when you are ready to receive it. When it cannot be tampered with. When it cannot be thrown into the bins. See, God's not going to present you your wife when you're not ready to have her. If you do it in accordance with God, of course. But if you, for example, do all these things within your business to expedite the speed of it, to get viewers, to get all of these things, and you're disregarding God's timing for you, okay, maybe you have the viewers and everything that it may be, but you're not the person to handle them. And those may not even be the right intended viewers. And so now what you can have is you can have a business where there's tons of viewers, but none really of substance, none who are there all of the time. And this is in every area of life. It's not just viewers. It's in everything that you do. When you wake up, what do? Do you grab your phone first thing in the morning? Or do you take time out to say thank you to God and to pray on the day? That is work, guys. Especially as men. We only rest on the Sabbath day. There's a day dedicated to rest. I have to be honest. I've lived that period of hustle and grind and this, and I would say excessively. And it gets to a point where your body says, hey, I need a moment to rest. And then what? Then what do you do there? You have two options, right? You can finally say, okay, let me get into harmony with my life, or you can continue to do things to dampen your body and to harm your body, because that's all it does. And so you come out of this bubble and you say, okay, I have all these successes, but at what cost? I can't walk, or my health is severely affected. And then you get the thing that you so drastically wanted. And then when it's there, you understand, oh, wait, now I want something else. I wanted to be a millionaire, and now that I am, it's not good enough. I want to be 10 millionaire. Oh, I'm a 10 millionaire, I want to be 100 millionaire or a billionaire. That's all that it is. And see, when you are truly 100% committed to something that you do, and you give it all the work, every ounce of work that you have conjured up within your body, you will be fulfilled with whatever it is that you are doing because of what you have let out of your body in the process of doing this. For that reason alone. So don't disrespect the work. Bask in the work. That is where the journey makes sense. That is where the beauty of the journey comes to light. It's not when you have the success already. It would be easy in those moments. It's on the process to them. And you must do the work, guys. I know that you're praying for these things, and I believe that you can have them, and I believe that you're worthy of them. I know that you are. The thing is, are you doing your part to receive them? Honestly. Every day. Are you doing these things regardless of how you may feel? If what you're doing is trying to wake up early, are you doing that every day? Maybe you didn't get sleep one day due to an emergency, but did you still do the work? You have to have the things that you do regardless. Guys, regardless, man. In any area, if you want to be successful, if you want to have whatever it is that you're praying for, you need to put in work. And in those areas that you're asking to have things that are different from others, you have to understand that to have things that are different than others, you must do things that are different. So you must be the exception. And typically the exception requires more work. So now that you have that locked into your mind and you understand the work is what matters, man. And I'm here with you all, guys. I'm here, man. I hope you feel me in this video. I hope you feel what I'm saying, because I'm here as well. And we're going to look back on this together and say, yeah, this was the wake-up call that I needed. This was the moment of clarity that I needed. This was what I needed to hear. We're in this together, guys. So I love you all. Hope you all have an absolutely amazing day. As my iPad rings. And take care, guys. Much love.